Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
It's day one. We're so excited.
Day one of the rest of our lives. I'm fired up for this.
So we are about to introduce you to something that's been very life-changing for us. You've heard us do the lead up the past couple episodes. This is something we've now done 4 times. We're in the middle of doing it for the 4th time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that will absolutely transform your life if you take it seriously.
Yes, it is a book called The Magic. And the goal of it is to bring literally magic into your life, not like pulling rabbits out of hats, like the magic of gratitude. Fundamentally, it's a 28-day gratitude practice where each chapter we go through a day. And so you read one chapter in one day. It's not a lot of reading, but then there's like a gratitude practice for that day. And you start to compound it day after day. And 28 days later, you're like, I am a gratitude god or goddess. I have all this magic flowing into my life. And it's incredible because Sandy always says this. It's one of my favorite quotes. What you appreciate appreciates. And so there's a lot of exercises in this, like as far as appreciating the money you have or relationships in your life. Or I'm not going to give it all away, but this is a practice that has literally changed Sandy in my life. And it's something we love and realize we needed to share with everyone and embark on this 28-day kind of journey together.
So it's by the author Rhonda Byrne. She's the same woman that wrote The Secret, which I'm sure you've heard of. And we always do this at the beginning of the year. So we actually did it in January and we loved it so much. We were like, oh my gosh, it is not by accident. There's 28 days in February. Let's roll this out. So the first 7 days are going to be on getting magnetic. Some of you may be watching us on video right now if you are on our Patreon.
Shout out to you guys where we love hanging out with you on video. It brings that added element. We got the getting magnetic sign. We're still getting the studio set up, but really cool to connect kind of even further from voice to video to gestures and everything. So shout out to all the Patreon members out there. We're excited to build this community. That was a side note.
So I feel like we should kind of dive into it. So this is a super magical book. If you haven't already gotten it, order yours immediately.
Amazon Prime.
Hop on board with us. This is all going to be about bringing the magic into your life. And there is going to be a really great secret revealed to you in doing this type of work. So I guess I just want to ask you, do you believe in magic? Because if you take this seriously, it will transform your life.
I will say I've had moments and probably most of my life, I didn't believe in magic. And again, not rabbits out of the hat, just the magic of life and the wonder of life and the magic of what can be and going after and fulfilling dreams. Like I was more realistic. Marrying Sandy and, creating a life with her has brought more magic into my life. And, baby Cameron has brought more magic into my life. But what I've realized is when I started to believe in magic, the wonder, the possibility, the opportunity of life, and I started to really focus on that and appreciate it and be grateful for everything, things start just coming into your life. They start attracting into your life. You're open to it. You start receiving it. So really, I think committing to this 28 days, it's like 10, 15 minutes a day, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
15 minutes a day. And there's stuff that you think about over the day, but it's like maybe 15 minutes of time devoted for 28 days straight can and will change your whole life if you allow it to. So we're going to get into day one. We're just going to start right here, but that's a little background on how it's impacted Sandy in my life and why we wanted to bring this to you and go through this together. So
we are going to read you the chapter, right?
Let's switch off pages.
Yeah. So today is day one. And the topic is count your blessings. So Wade, why don't you take it away with the first page?
Day one. Let's get it started. Count your blessings. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. That's a quote by Willie Nelson. You will have heard people say to count your blessings. And when you think about the things you're grateful for, that's exactly what you're doing. What you may not have realized is that counting your blessings is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do. and it will magically turn your whole life around. When you're grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things instantly increase. If you're grateful for the money you have, however little, you will see your money magically grow. If you're grateful for a relationship, even if it's not perfect, you will see it miraculously get even better. If you're grateful for the job that you have, even if it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you enjoy your job more, and all kinds of opportunities for your work will suddenly appear.
The flip side is that when we're not counting our blessings, we can fall into the trap of unintentionally counting negative things. We count negative things when we talk about the things we don't have. We count negative things when we criticize or find fault in other people, when we complain about traffic, waiting in lines, delays, the government, not enough money, or the weather. When we count negative things, they increase too. But on top of that, with every negative thing we count, we cancel out blessings that were on their way to us. I have tried both, counting my blessings and counting negative things, and I assure you that counting your blessings is the only way to have abundance in your life. Better to lose count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessings to counting your troubles. That's by Maltby Babcock. All right. First thing in the morning or as early in the day as you can, count your blessings. You can write out your list by hand, type it on a computer, or use a special book or journal and keep all of your gratitude in one special place. Today, you're going to make a simple list of 10 blessings in your life that you are grateful for.
When Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he was grateful. When you think about the reason why you're grateful for a particular thing, person, or situation, you will feel gratitude more deeply. Remember that the magic of gratitude happens according to the degree of your feeling. So with each item on your list, write the reason why you're grateful for it. Here are some ideas for writing your list. I'm truly blessed to have blank because blank. I'm so happy and grateful for what because why. I'm truly grateful for blank because blank. With all my heart, thank you for blank because blank. After you finish making your list of 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each blessing, say the magic words 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel the great gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. To help you feel more gratitude, you can be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, life, your greater self, or any other concept you are drawn to. When you direct gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more, and your gratitude will have even more power and create even more magic.
It's the reason why indigenous and ancient cultures choose symbols like the sun to direct their gratitude towards. They were simply using physical symbols to represent the universal source of all goodness, and in focusing on that symbol, they felt more gratitude. The practice of counting your blessings is so simple and so powerful in altering your life that I want you to continue to add 10 more blessings to your list every day for the next 27 days. You might think it could be difficult to find 10 things you're grateful for every day, but the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you have to be grateful for. Look closely at your life. You have received and are continuing to receive so much each and every day. There is really so much to give thanks for. You could be grateful for your home, your family, your friends, your work, your pets. You could be thankful for the sun, the water that you drink, the food that you eat, the air that you breathe. Without any of them, you wouldn't be alive. You could be grateful for the trees, the animals, the oceans, the birds, the flowers, the plants, blue skies, rain, the stars, the moon, and our beautiful planet Earth. You could be grateful for your senses, your eyes that see, your ears that hear, your mouth that tastes, your nose that smells, your skin that enables you to feel. You could be grateful for the legs you walk on, your hands you use to do almost everything, your voice that enables you to express yourself and communicate with others.
You could give thanks for all your amazing immune system that keeps you well and all of your organs that maintain your body so that you can live. And what about the magnificence of your human mind, which no computer technology in the world can duplicate? Here's a list of subjects that will remind you for major areas of gratitude you can look for blessings to be grateful for. You can also add any subject you want depending on what is important to you at any time. Magic gratitude subjects: health and body, work and success, money, relationships, passions, happiness, love, life, nature, planet Earth, air, water, and the sun, material goods and services, any subject of your choosing. You should feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessings. And how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. The more gratitude you felt, the happier you will feel, and the faster your life will change. Some days you will feel happy really quickly, and other days it may take a little longer. But as you continue to count your blessings every day, you will notice a bigger and bigger difference in the way you feel each time, and you will see your blessings magically multiply. magic reminder. So sometimes at the end, that's the end of chapter 1. At the end of the chapter, it'll remind you like, hey, read tomorrow's tonight so you're prepared for tomorrow. Make sure to read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today, as you will need to do something specific before you begin tomorrow. Then at the end of each chapter, we just finished the reading. There's like the list of the magic practice that you do in that day. Yeah, your homework for the day. So you want to read that part?
So the magical practice number 1, because we're on day 1. Number 1, first thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life that you're grateful for. Write why you're grateful for each blessing. So it's not just I'm grateful for Wade. It's I'm grateful for Wade because he loves me like no one's ever loved me, and he makes me feel safe and whole. Right? You say why. Go back and read your list either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each one, say the magic words, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. Repeat the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days. And then the last thing is read tomorrow's magical practice today. So hopefully you have the book and you're following along with us. You can totally start, a couple days late if you're waiting for the book to arrive. I want to point something out. I'm sure you heard as you were reading, thank you, thank you, thank you. You probably hear Wade and I say that all the time. Like at the end of episodes, we'll be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. We always say that, the thank you 3 times. And we got that from the magic. This book has been ingrained in us over the past couple of years. I've seen it transform some people's worlds from, living a not so grateful life to welcoming a lot more abundance in. So I'm excited we're on this journey. Welcome. I really hope you take this challenge seriously. Grab a buddy, grab an accountability partner, whether it's your roommate, your spouse, a coworker, your parents, your children, I don't care who it is, and be like, let's do this together. And I promise you, you will see areas of your life enhanced by doing this.
You're so right. The even better way than doing this yourself is to do it with someone else. Like Sandy and I doing this together is immensely more powerful than myself just doing it or Sandy just doing it, because we do it together. We realize we're building a life together. What can we be grateful for together and on our own? But especially when we express gratitude for each other, different things in our life, it literally improves our relationship. Like our relationship frequency goes up during the magic because of how grateful we are. I mean, we're writing 10 things a day over 28 days. Think about that. You literally writing down, expressing gratitude for 280 things over the course of 4 weeks. That might be more than you've done in the past year, your life, or anything. And so gratitude starts to multiply those blessings in your life. And you can express gratitude for things you have or for things that are on their way to you. You might not be super wealthy yet, but you can start to express gratitude. I'm so grateful for all the wealth coming my way because it's going to allow me to spend time doing things I love with the people that I love. Again, it's what and why.
This morning when I wrote in mine, we need to get Cameron's passport in the next 7 weeks before we go to Mexico. And I've heard from some parents that even if you expedite it, it can take a while. And so in my gratitude, I wrote, I am so happy and grateful that Cameron's passport came in record time. So there was no issues with us getting to Mexico. That has not happened yet, but I wrote as in the present tense as if it's already happened. And so I know that it will.
I love it. This is probably going to be the longest episode because the usual chapters are short and we'll go through it kind of how we approach it. But one more thing to add is I had it's kind of like a spiritual moment or experience somewhat recently in the last few months. And I had an old gratitude journal with me and I decided just to open it up and start reading through it and looking at it. It was from a year or 2 ago. And actually it was over the course of a year, 2 years ago to 1 year ago. And I was reading through it just amazed because I was expressing gratitude for things that I was reaching for in my life. And now sitting here, when I read it, wow, these things have come true in my life because I started being grateful for them before they even came to me. And it was just that pull on my heart. I need to get back to this. What am I looking to flourish in my life? I need to express gratitude for what I have already. Let's say money, the money that I have, but also the money on its way to me, or expressing gratitude for, whatever it is, the relationships I have in my life, but also that one I'm looking for coming to me, different things like that. So the gratitude has just completely changed our life for the better. And we love sharing it with people.
All right, guys, day 1, tune in for tomorrow for day 2.
Day 2. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.